It's time to get locked in, ladies and gentlemen, because you are now tuned into the Screaming Idiots Show. Welcome to the Metal Brotherhood.
No discipline for the wicked. No medicine.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the season finale, season 6 finale, if you will, of the Screaming Idiots Show. It is currently December 2nd, right?
I have no idea.
Look at your phone.
3rd.
December 3rd, okay. So this will be the season finale. I believe we're having one more guest episode that came before this releases. Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Okay. Anyways.
I tried.
This will be just a quick one for...
I'm confused. I had a possible guest. But she's not going to be able to record until after we kind of need to get it done.
Oh,
That's fair. Well, that kind of plays into why we're having this episode and what we're doing. So this will be a quick one for you guys. So won't keep you for long here. First off, as we're coming to the end of 2023, we kind of started this thing on a whim and just a text conversation one night back in early spring I guess this year. And never dreamed that we would get the support and the audience that we've gotten over the past 9 months or however long it's been. So a huge heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you guys and gals out there that have given us your time and listening. Another special thank you to each one of our guests who have came on this show, volunteered their time, their stories, been vulnerable, probably, said some things that weren't too easy to say on the air. It takes guts, and I want to thank each and every one of you who have been a part of this brand and growing this platform. Couple special thank yous to continuous contributors, Derek Muncie and Tyler Heidi, the guys from Sour Blood. You guys have came on multiple times and given us great content and are always spreading the word about the show, telling your friends, telling fellow musicians, telling family. And that's huge. Word of mouth is still the biggest form of advertisement. So appreciate everybody so much and looking forward to all the things to come. And that's kind of why we're having this kind of quick season finale, if you will. We kind of started the pod kind of random when we're recording an episode. Okay, well, we'll do another one. And then, Tyler came up with this idea of the seasons that we've done, where, we record 6 episodes in a 4 to 5 week period, 6 week period, and release them all at once on Patreon for Patreon subscribers, and then weekly after that. So these episodes are being recorded roughly 6 weeks before their release date. And as time went on, we kind of started to realize the stress level that was putting on us from the standpoint of trying to get all 6 episodes recorded in that time frame, as well as for Tyler to have the audio mixed and then sent to me to do the video editing and then all the uploading. So it kind of became a bit strenuous for all of us to make that happen in a timely manner. I know you guys are probably thinking, 6 weeks, you can't get it done in 6 weeks or whatever. It sounds easy until you factor in life and kids and work and everything else.
Because we're still only recording typically once a week, and that
most
plan was set in motion so that we would have the freedom to still be able to record only the once a week, but
with the goal of a weekly
to
episode,
make sure that content was continuously put out.
Mm-hmm.
Stretch the commitment over 6 weeks so that, if we had to skip a week,
no big deal.
We'll still have an episode dropping.
Yeah.
And
you're like you're meal prepping basically is
Right.
what we were trying to do.
But I think the problem on my end was the procrastination.
Dude, I can say this. Well, in all fairness, I can't do anything until you do something.
Because I wouldn't come in and mix the episode like the same week that we recorded it. I kept waiting until they were like almost all recorded and blast through them. But what I found in doing that is it made it so much easier, because if I'm already in the flow of it, I know where things have to be, and I have the ear already already know what I'm listening for. So I was able to get the shit mixed quicker,
Right.
without having to like adjust my ears to what the fuck I'm listening to and stuff every time.
Right.
But yeah, not quite working out.
No, it's we've been able to meet the obligations that we set for ourselves, but not for a lack of stress on all three of our parts. From scheduling standpoints, trying to get guests scheduled within a window is really tough, because we're kind of giving people that a lot of times are coming from a decent clip away, hey, here's a window that we need you to be here. And just example that you just brought up. Well, that guest couldn't make it for the season, so then we're left with an empty episode, basically. So all these factors come together. And
there's more to it though, because you have like the some of the issue with the guests is we'll record the episode and it's like a month and a half before
they
it
get to
releases.
listen to it. Yep.
Like I can send it to them so they can listen to it, but it doesn't get put out there until like a month or so later.
Correct. Yeah.
So it's it's kind of already lost its novelty.
Yeah.
To the guests by then.
And that's huge, because
then that instantaneous society, they want to, there'd be some things we were talking about in more of a timeline that wasn't getting there until the timeline's already gone.
Exactly. And
talking about a release from a month and a half ago.
Right.
What are these dudes doing?
Right. And another piece of it is, we've always said that we're not trying to be a news station. And we're not. We're not going to start trying to be a news station breaking music industry news. But it's tough to talk about a new release that came out today when the listeners aren't going to hear us talking about it until it's a month and a half old.
And they've already heard everybody talk about it.
So there's so many factors that go into it. It really was a good idea at first. And, we covered all our bases. We tried it for, again, 6 seasons. Really, I guess probably 2. First one was kind of...
We've been at this thing for what, 6 months?
Longer than that. March.
8 or 9.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I think that plan would have worked better, maybe further down the line. Maybe when we're into season 15.
Yeah.
What would have been season 15?
Right.
It's like, well, we got a lot of content out there.
Yeah.
We have a lot of listeners hopefully by then. It makes more sense to be able to do some kind of season or something and have more of a, like we had higher hopes for the Patreon.
Which again, admitting our faults, and that was more my fault than anything. We probably pushed the Patreon too early. And
well, that was the point of doing the seasons. For me, I'm like, how do we drive people to Patreon? And it's like, well,
give them Netflix.
Give them Netflix,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
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 And so I guess we'll just start naming some of the changes. We've talked about this enough.
Yeah.
First one is Patreon's going to go away, at least for now. We feel that that's the first place to start. That I feel like we promised some things to the Patreon subscribers that we didn't always deliver in the bonus content. We just didn't have time.
Yeah.
We didn't have time to record 6 full episodes and at least 1 to 2, possibly 3 bonus content episodes as well, because those usually ended up being full-length episodes as well. So we're gonna put a pause on Patreon for the foreseeable future, an indefinite pause. You had something to say, Preston?
No, it's just to put it into perspective. It's like it would be one thing with all these things if if we were at home sitting our computers and like live streaming and somehow connected it together. But to be able to get together 2 days a week, 3 days a week with everything else going on,
It's tough.
Yeah,
It's tough. It's impossible, right?
Yeah.
So, even tonight we had to change recording time because,
Yeah.
it's just the way it worked out. So we're going to, kind of make Patreon go away for now. You guys will get to keep your money. So thank you for all of your support on that. Shout out to all our Patreon subscribers. I hope you guys understand why we're doing this. We're doing this for your benefit more than anything. Another change that we're going to make is that the seasons are going to go away. We're no longer going to be doing seasons. And what that means is we're not going to be doing weekly episode releases. We haven't nailed it down perfectly yet, but we have talked that, a bi-weekly release, 2 episodes a month, something like that. Go ahead. You really itching.
You
inhaled
don't like
twice.
to interrupt. So.
No, you inhaled twice. I heard.
Yeah, no. Something.
You about ate your microphone.
But let me just go ahead and pull this back. Let you in, darling. All right. So I had talked on the phone with Preston a little bit about this when we first initiated this conversation, and it was
By me having a mental breakdown, I might add.
Didn't
I don't think
know
it was
that
a mental
part,
breakdown.
but all right.
No, I mean the text, our conversation in the group chat was like, this shit just ain't it. Like, I had a mini freak out. I had to have these guys talk me off the ledge.
So it was the idea that I find I haven't even listened to the Chris Hollywood episode. Like, I am so far behind listening to our own content.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to ask myself why, and I'm like, well, fuck, man.
We're putting
even as
so much out there.
Even as much as I drive,
which is more than the normal person.
it
Correct.
takes me a whole day, sometimes day and a half, to get through one episode.
Yep.
Because like my commute is about an hour to an hour and 20 minutes a time, and every episode's like 2-3 hours long.
Not always
And I'm
do
like,
you want to just dive into a podcast. You want there's
music,
times you want
things.
music and-
Yeah, you're on the phone.
right.
And then I got, not only that, but damn it, I had a thought. Give me a second. All right, so it takes me a few days to get through it, but it's coming at me once a week. And every week, it's
You're
going to
getting
take me
further
a
behind.
day or two to get through this whole episode. And I'm like, man, I kind of don't want to do it because I'm the type of person, like, I freak out when I don't get to finish something.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's like an album. If I don't get to listen through it all the way, like, it will stay on until I get through it, and then I will go to the next album. And then, like, these episodes, it would drive me nuts. I'd feel like I have to listen to it all the way through, like, as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I just found myself not even wanting to start episodes.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm same boat for me. I used to, probably from the initial excitement, man, when I wouldn't listen to our episodes until they dropped, and I would listen to it the day of release. Life gets in the way. You get busy. I got super, my line of work gets super busy over the summer, and got behind like you, and then got to the point where I was like, well, I'm 3 episodes behind. I'm not even going to attempt it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there's probably 2 seasons worth of episodes that I haven't even listened to.
I know.
And what?
I said I know. Me too. Like I said,
I apologize
I
for
haven't
my
even
cough,
got
by
to
the
the
way,
Chris
folks.
Hollywood episode.
Yeah.
That's what, season 4?
Yes. I think.
Yeah,
We're
it was
recording
4, yeah.
season 6?
Yeah. Yeah. So I feel some of the some of the listeners have probably felt the same way.
Mm-hmm.
A bit overwhelmed. Because like you said, we don't put out short ones. They're not short.
We tried in some bonus episodes.
Yeah.
It still got an
They
hour
end
into
up
it.
hour and a half.
We
yeah,
said this
hour
one
and
will be a
20
short
minutes.
one. Who knows how long it'll
Yeah.
end up being? But
I expect at least an hour.
and probably an hour. So you kind of get these thoughts in your head of, man, we're putting so much content out there, and I still think it's quality content. I don't think we're just putting shit out there. listeners, you might disagree, and if you do, please tell us. But
This is our podcast.
not your podcast. So, it was kind of one of those things where we're like, hey, we there's several issues with the way that we're doing things now. The definition of insanity is repeating the same process and expecting a different outcome. So, with that being said, we're after this episode, and I know this episode will drop sometime in January. We're going to take a little break from recording. We're probably going to take, might take 2 months off. Might take a month and a half off. Don't know yet. Might just take a month. We don't know. We're going to take a little break from recording.
Might be back in tomorrow.
Might be back in tomorrow. I mean, you don't.
Some new shit might drop. We got to talk about
That's
it.
the whole thing, right? Is I think we want to take some pressure off ourselves because this is our podcast, not your podcast. And we also want to take some pressure off the listeners too, and not bombard them weekly with 2-3 hour long episodes that they feel like, man, I got to get through this before I listen to the next one. Before they know it, they're buried like we are. Mm-hmm. Whereas if we're putting one out every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, whatever it is, if it's a 3 hour long episode, they got X number of weeks to get through it, and it's current. Now, I don't know that we want to go as far as 3 weeks, but 2 weeks. That's if something gets released, we talk about it, and you're hearing about it, 2 weeks later. That's still pretty current to me.
Yeah,
That's not
yeah,
6
right.
weeks later.
Yep.
So, that gives us time to only focus on one episode at a time. It gives us flexibility in our schedules. It gives flexibility with scheduling guests because it's like, I can't come on until February. All right, cool. We'll just plan on having you on an episode in February because there's no timeline.
Yeah.
We're not setting ourselves up in this box that we have to live in of dates and ranges of we have to have X number of episodes, 3 guests, 3 solos recorded in this box.
Yeah, because it was like if a guest couldn't be on this season, it's like, fuck you. You don't exist until like 4 weeks down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
we're
kinda-
fucking with that season. Then I'd be like, hey, by the way, so you had said some things. And it's like,
Yeah.
they're not even interested.
Yeah. Or they have to reschedule, and then we're like,
Right.
well, fuck, now we're down an episode.
Yeah. Well, I know I'm thinking about it because I'm trying to like pinpoint where the stressors came from, and I'm like,
Well, we've seen a decline in like some numbers.
well, yeah,
Yeah,
we've seen
like-
decline in numbers, but like just personally, I'm like,
And then as soon as I
It's-
said our numbers were down, they like skyrocketed again.
cool.
So
Cool.
I think I spoke
Our
it in.
version of
I think-
skyrocket.
Yeah, our version. Of,
Yeah.
like 10 more.
But I'm like, yeah.
oh god.
I hope 10 of you love this episode.
But I'm
Yeah,
like,
thank you for
it's
listening.
one episode a week, so why are we freaking ourselves out about it? But it's like when we miss an episode or two, then we're like, fuck, we got to have 2 to 3 episodes recorded by bang, and then it's like crunch time comes and you're leaving your family for 2 episodes in a week or whatever, and it's like, oh
Yep.
shit.
And then you had like the vacation you went on
Yeah,
and missed out
yeah.
on an episode and a bomb ass show, by the way. Fuck you.
Yeah, that'd have been cool.
You would have. Oof, boundaries, bro.
I got to play golf at Caledonia. I'm cool.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but
pretty
like
dope.
boundaries, bro.
Yeah. Golf.
So, but yeah,
Things. Yeah, I mean, you people missing, having to miss things, and then like me starting, kids starting another sport that I'm actually involved in. So like,
right.
2 days of the week gone.
Yep. So it
And
was
then
just
with my changes coming up in January.
Oh,
Yeah,
days
dude,
a
bro.
week, gone.
changes coming for me too in January because I'm gonna be.
Life is changing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm wearing sweatpants tonight, bro. We're all about changes
Oh,
here. so-
bro.
I just can't get this smell of the onions off my fingers away. It's pissing me off. I'm not fucking joking, bro.
Jesus.
God damn.
Peter, the horse is here.
I got onions on my fingers, man.
You got them onion fingers, bro. Deuce,
Out
get
of
loose.
fucking
Hey.
nowhere. You just, bro, my fucking.
Oh, I think I like itched my nose and I fucking caught another whiff. Oh, damn. Smell
So,
like- yeah.
Preston's got onion fingers. I'm wearing sweatpants. Lots of changes happening. So,
I'm still wearing socks with slip-ons.
yeah, it's kind of cold outside too.
It's all right.
So, these changes that we're making are not just for our benefit, but for all you out there as well, because we want to make sure that we're staying current, but also being flexible in our own schedules. and it will help us so much with scheduling guests because there will be so much more flexibility. We can pencil somebody down for 3 months down the road, or we don't have to worry about making sure it meets criteria of a season and all that. Oh, well, we've already interviewed 3 guests for this season. We can't interview you till next season, which is 4 weeks from now. Well, I can't do 4 weeks from now. So it eliminates all that. And hopefully this allows us to grow even more because we're giving listeners time to digest things. Because we talk about a lot of deep shit on this podcast, and I felt like some of the things maybe got glossed over because the episodes are so long and so deep, but they really only have a week to listen to them before they're dropped. They get another one dropped on them. Mm-hmm. So this will give listeners time to really digest an episode for a couple weeks before they have to worry about another one, and have a couple weeks to get through an episode, like you had talked about earlier, Preston, where you not everybody can sit there and listen to 2.5 hour podcasts straight through. You know what I mean? Yep. So, and we drive a lot, and we still can't get through. Yeah. So, I hope everybody understands why we're making these changes, and it will be to your benefit as well as ours. So
I have to admit also, I think we need a fucking break.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because
it feels like we've had
the last
one,
few episodes we've had. It's like that we're having trouble coming to the garage with topics, and then it's like. It hasn't been that passionate of conversation lately, just because there hasn't been much new music out there. I knew for me, I was telling Preston earlier, metal just hasn't been doing it for me lately.
And I'm completely burnt out on music, period. You guys have known that. I've been burnt out for a couple weeks now where I haven't listened to anything but podcasts.
We've been in football mode.
Yeah, that's it. I'm locked in. I'm in football mode. So it's tough for me. It was really refreshing to have Cheyenne come in here on the last episode that we recorded and hear stories about things other than music and talk about things other than music. It was honestly refreshing. And I think we do need a little break to recalibrate and kind of just find that oomph again, that fire again.
Well, I think it makes sense just because of the bands and kind of music that we listen to. There's been recent stuff that's came out, but it feels like we hit it, touch on it, and then that's to the wayside, and we're trying to move on to something else. There's not anything new
Not right now. Not right now. I'm sure there will be first of the year.
If you think about it, a calendar year, it's the end of the year. Bands are probably prepping their stuff. Bands are probably prepping their stuff for next year or
I got tuberculosis.
Oh, fuck.
But so gives us some time to gather ourselves and recalibrate a little bit, and just kind of take a new approach to how we're doing things, and try to still bring S tier content, but on a more digestible level, if that makes sense. So I'm gross, bro.
You got gas, dog.
Oh, dog. That ground beef I had from meal prep just got me all fucked up. I got it coming out both ends, dog.
Oh, man.
He's been shitting himself.
He wore his brown pants.
I wore my brown pants. This guy gets it. He wore the brown pants.
But I think it's interesting having these conversations around the podcast. And, we talked about these different changes, why we're making the changes. And these are conversations that bands have. So to kind of bring it back to music for a minute, these are conversations bands have to have all the time. And if you're not having these conversations, then it's like, well,
it's not
don't
machine.
Wonder why you're still playing the same shitty gig.
Growth requires change.
Don't be surprised that everyone's recap of their listening for the year on Spotify or Apple Music does not include your band.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was not surprised when Screaming Evidence was in nobody's top 5, which is actually a lie. There was one.
I don't know
It
who the
was-
fuck they are, but they're lost.
There was one, and then there was 5 that had us in their top 10 on Spotify.
I was not one of them.
No, you weren't.
Fake fan, bro. Fake fan.
But
I think
I know the
Polaris took
one-
up spots 1 through 5. So like the top
Yeah.
5 got pushed back. You guys were probably like
that and
11th.
Creed.
Yeah. Yeah.
But as a band, when you're not getting the results that you're looking for, and we had just touched on, that's kind of what brought up the conversation initially on the pod of like what's going wrong and what changes do we need to make. We've seen a huge dip in listens, and I started wondering why that was happening, and then looking at our own personal issues with the way that we were doing things. It's like, well, it's not working for us. It's not working for our listeners. So it's
Something's
probably
got to change.
Something's got to change. It's like, well, no one's coming to our shows.
Yeah.
So
Something's gotta change.
Yeah.
We need to
playing-
write better music.
we're still playing it.
Something. It's like, no, we
What the
got
fuck's
great
up, Denny's?
music, but we don't tell anybody where we're playing.
Yeah.
It's like that's the issue. All right,
Right.
we need to figure that out.
Right.
The presentation needs to be better. And then
Exactly.
we have had conversations about what we could do to make the presentation better for the pod. And I don't know if we got to do more like video editing, do some cool shit on there to, get the YouTube audience more interested. Apparently, they hate the setup.
Yep. We have a new
Fuck
face
yeah,
in
this
here
is
now.
our podcast.
Got-
not their podcast.
But it's fair if that's
I
where
have-
all our listeners are, and that's how they want to receive it, and they want to be able to see us having this conversation.
I have
then
started
we
working
kinda
on
have
some
to-
like voiceover intro stuff.
Ooh.
What's that mean?
So like
We gotta
like
get
a
with,
specialized intro.
We're gonna get with Tony and get an intro song recorded.
Yeah, it's something else we want to focus on during this break. It is just improving the show because it's continuous improvement, and that's the goal for all of it. We don't just want to keep doing the same thing. We don't want to just have the same intro montage and the same songs being played and the same.
I still kind of want to have the same couch though. This is pretty nice.
I think the couch is going to stay.
The couch, yeah.
So, yeah, there's a
people
lot
look
to that.
so uncomfortable sitting at like tables and shit, and there's like 8 of them.
I got bad posture, bro. I can't just sit at a fucking table and record a podcast.
Granddad got posture.
I'm serious. My back will hurt so bad.
Oh man,
Everybody
fuck
got
that.
posture. Yeah, no, I think the couch is going to stay. I'm good on the sitting at a desk. I do that a lot for work.
Yeah, no thanks, man.
So
It's
I'm
not for
good on
me.
that. Although my gaming chair is incredibly comfortable, so not cheap though.
I need
And
to
I-
get a
no
fucking
thanks.
gaming chair to play guitar in because my guitar
No, you
been
don't.
kicking my
I can't play
back's
guitar.
ass.
I can't play guitar in my
'Cause it's
gaming
got
chair.
arms
It's got
on the
arms,
side.
bro. You gotta have a chair like
I
that.
need one of those.
Yeah,
My back's been fucking
that's
killing
what you
me.
need. Because when I
Can't
was doing
use
it
your
today,
arms
bro,
when the
I'm
chair
like
got
this.
arms, dog.
So I just stood up and played for half an hour because I was doing it today. I'm like, God damn it, stand up. I want to stand up.
Yeah, but that's
I'm not
good
in a
for
band,
you.
bro.
Hey, yeah,
good
fuck
for you,
it.
though.
For any guitar players out there, fuck a guitar stool, dude. You're gonna have a bad back like me. I'm not joking.
You do play on a stool, don't you?
My back, I'm always hunched over.
Yeah, because you got
My
you
shit's
ain't got
fucked up.
posture. You need
Shit's
some
fucked up.
dirty little wood martyr to come carve out a damn seat.
Fuck you.
I got you. I got you. So,
Oh man.
is there anything else you guys want to add on the changes that are coming? And
No.
I feel like we've
But talking a little bit about music, I mentioned I haven't, metal just hasn't really been doing it for me lately.
right.
And so a lot of what I've been listening to lately has been more alternative shit. And I found some stuff out there that's just absolutely beautiful. Oh,
Speak it to the people.
speak it to the people. The Vans, Preston. Tell the iPhone about the Vans, dog.
This
I
has
have-
to be the worst video quality I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of video quality. I have 10 YouTube subscribers.
What's that off of?
That little cocksucker that was fucking telling us how shitty our
Oh.
video quality was.
Hey, and it probably is, but it's cool. This is our podcast, not your podcast.
Bro, you made me laugh, fart. You made me learn.
So let me tell y'all about the Vans. I got one thing to say about them.
Pull it
one
up,
thing
Jamie.
only.
Jamie, pull that shit up.
They're from Australia.
The fucking Aussies.
That's
dog.
all I need to say.
Yeah.
That's all I need to say.
They run music, bro. They really run music.
Well, do
Except
they just-
K-pop. Shout out
Do
to
those
Shane.
motherfuckers over there just got the fever, man?
What
is
else
it?
do they have to do? They don't give anything else to the
Survive
world.
because there's a snake or a spider or anything
Oh,
else?
bro,
around
everything
them
in
over there.
Australia is trying to kill you. The only
So,
thing
like-
they export is great music.
Dude, it's like, why? What's the deal over there?
Have you ever met an asshole Australian?
I've never met
They're
an
so
Australian.
nice.
They're so
All of them.
nice.
I met Jamie at the show, but off the top
They're
of my
all
head,
so
other than
nice.
Was he
Jamie-
nice?
Like
Yeah,
for
he's
living
cool.
on
Yeah,
a
he was
for
cool
living
shit.
on a giant fucking island where literally everything wants to kill you.
You gotta have some compassion.
I mean-
at the end of the day,
How could you be so nice all the time? They probably
They
come
only
over
survive
here.
'Cause they only got
together.
each other,
That's
bro.
why.
They
they
come
only
over,
got
yeah.
each other.
Yeah, they're fucking playing didgeridoos and sitting in a anti-sea bear circle. So the
What is this?
SpongeBob, bro, you don't know about. Good thing we're both wearing our anti-sea rhinoceros underwear.
I don't remember that one.
No. Fake Science Monthly says it's the only way to defend against a sea bear attack. Like, no, you don't get that one. Oh
remember it.
man, Kenny must not watch enough fucking SpongeBob, bud.
No, I need to watch some.
They
more.
need to put SpongeBob on Netflix.
I love
it's
SpongeBob,
on
but I don't
Prime
remember
Video.
that episode.
It's on Prime
I
Video.
don't have Prime Video.
You don't have Amazon Prime?
Nope.
You pay for shipping?
I ordered like 2 things from Amazon.
I don't
a year.
get shit from Amazon, but Sydney does.
Oh,
Like a year.
bro, I bought this sweatshirt on Amazon Prime. Like half of Cheyenne's Christmas came from Amazon. Love Amazon.
0 Christmas.
Are they
came
from Australia?
Amazon.
Who? Jeff Bezos?
Amazon.
I don't think Jeff Bezos is Australian.
They shouldn't
No.
be as successful as they are then.
Well, that's why all the shopping malls are dead. Because of Amazon. Who wants to actually go freeze your nuts off at Christmas shop?
It used to be fun to do that.
It used to be.
Yeah,
Yes.
malls used to be cool and stuff, but like people died. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On
Just
Black Friday,
Black
you mean?
Friday.
Yeah, going shopping.
Bro, RG3.
But those motherfuckers were stupid.
Now the worst thing that happens.
RG3. Happy Black Friday.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
But yeah, now the only people dying is, fucking angry wives when the husband cancels the credit card.
Ooh. I don't have that problem, thankfully.
I couldn't imagine, dude.
My old lady knows we're broke. She knows the limits, dog. But so you were talking about the Vans. Give some synonym artists, if you will.
Oh boy.
If you could compare them to somebody popular.
I don't know if there's many that I really could. So the Vans, they're interesting in the way that one song could be absolutely gorgeous. The next song could sound
Indie rock.
kind of indie rock, or then
The next
another
song
one
is
might
blues.
sound more punk, and then another one might sound bluesy, and then they have one that's absolutely gorgeous but has a reggae feel to it.
That all sounds horrible.
It's
No, it's not.
it's all stuff that I am into outside of metal.
Yeah.
And they're a really interesting band. The one song, Chelsea, we had found, Preston and I, a year or 2 ago?
I'd say a year, 2 years ago.
And it's just an absolute gorgeous song. And I think the first song where I found them, they popped up on a shuffle through Sticky Fingers, I believe. I was listening to the Sticky Fingers, kind of an Australian reggae-ish pop band. I don't know what to call them, but I don't know. They got the Sunday to Sunday. That's the song.
That's 1 week.
Yeah, that's 1 week. But it's a good song. Then they, on that same little EP, there was a song called Skinny Legs that I would send to Preston to make fun of him.
I knew you were going to say that as soon as you said the song name. You got to train legs more, bro.
Do some squats. Go fucking be like Corey Gregory and
Lunge
fucking
every day?
lunge for a mile.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Lunge
idea.
for a mile.
I
That
did
sounds
that-
horrible.
I did it one time,
Yeah,
and I
that
was
dude's
that.
quads are like this big.
I
It's
did it
insane.
one time, and I don't know how far I went, but I did. When I used to run the gym,
Yeah.
so the back side, so go out the back door of any time,
Yeah.
all the way down to the end of the shopping center
Yeah.
and back. I lunged that one day, and I was that fucking close to puking. It was horrible. Horrible.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
It was
all of
awesome,
that
though.
sounds awful.
It was awesome. But yeah, I've almost puked. It was cool. I felt tough.
It's cool. I felt tough. Peter, the horse is here.
What? What?
Bro, I had to
What?
I had to throw a
Why
random
is
ass.
there a horse? And why is it here?
You don't know the episode where Peter brings home the retarded horse and he pisses on the floor and he goes, "Everybody pee. I don't want him to feel self-conscious." And Lois goes, "Peter, everybody pee now."
Damn.
Then they're getting intimate in bed and the horse walks in there and Lois goes, "Peter, the horse is here."
Everybody.
Did I back over that deaf kid again? They really need to put a bell on that guy.
I haven't watched Family Guy in so long. I know.
Bro, we got Peter Griffin in Fortnite now. My life is complete. Never,
What is-
My
New
kids
Family
were
Guy
going
back?
nuts Saturday night about this live event.
oh, the Eminem live event?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my
it was
god!
a-
I was
it
like,
was a-
I don't understand what you're so excited about. And
Did
then they
they-
made me watch it this morning. They were like, "Was that awesome, Dad?" And I was like, "Yeah."
I mean, I don't like rap, but Eminem, bro.
I mean, oh baby,
He's him.
he's the goat, man.
Yeah, he's fantastic. That's one like rap artist that I can actually like sit there and listen to. And old school ones like 50. Love 50. Nelly.
I'm going to see Nelly this month.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, the 16th.
Where at?
I have no idea.
That's the day after our show, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Who you going with? Sydney?
Mm-hmm.
Who's he with?
I have no idea.
I remember because Cindy texted me. She's like, "Hey, I need a favor." I was like, "Okay." She's like, "When is your show in December?" I was like, "I don't know." She's like, "I need you to know."
I need you to know.
She's like, I'm planning a concert for Preston. We're gonna go see Nelly. It's on the 16th, but I don't want to buy tickets if that's a show." And I was like, "So your husband knows, but
You can't ask
sorry,
him.
I don't know." So then she had to fucking ask him.
Are you
Ruined the she was wanting it to be a surprise and shit.
Are you going to break out the Allen Iverson jersey?
I don't have it anymore, or I would.
Shit would still fit you. You're the same
I think
size
I
you were
have
when you were like
fucking
12.
G-Unit skull cap still, though.
You going to wear a silky to the fucking
Yeah,
Nelly
boy.
concert?
Let's go. And they weren't do-rags, they're skull caps.
Oh, a
There's a
skull cap.
difference.
Not a do-rag. Okay.
Yeah.
I say Pete Dunn going to show up in his Air Force, his forces, and
I
a
don't have any
fucking
more Air Forces either, man.
Allen Iverson jersey
All things are
and a silky.
possible with money, bro.
All things are possible
I had like
with money.
7 AI
We would-
jerseys when I was a kid.
We would
I don't
buy
know where they
views
are.
if we had money. Yeah, bro, I can't even give the listeners a music topic because I am locked into podcast mode. And I've been listening to not just sports pods, but gaming pods too. So
Plenty dropped a new EP 2 days ago. Haven't made it all the way through, but if you're into proggy, jazzy, instrumental guitar playing, Plenty is amazing. I think we've talked about Plenty on the show.
we've talked about plenty. Okay.
Yep. Tyler showed me the band Post Profit.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
They were what was it? Greyhaven had posted on their Facebook story.
Oh, I made them both.
And I for whatever reason, viewed it thinking it was going to be a video of them, and it wasn't. It was a video of this, post profit. And I liked it, but it kept glitching out, so I couldn't really hear it. So then I went and looked it up. I was like, oh,
Yeah, they're
it's a
sweet.
tasty fucking jam, bro. What's that song? The main one I shared.
When You Think It's Right or Smother?
Smother.
Yeah, one
That's
of
the
those.
one.
Yeah.
Smother your mother.
Because like
Not even
their
a chuckle?
vocalist
Wow.
kind of sounds like dude from Saliva.
I thought I heard what's his face from Shinedown at first.
Brent Smith.
Brent. Yeah.
I don't know. No. Well,
At first,
maybe.
but they're heavier and pretty creative. They're sweet. Check them out. Post Profit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. Sorry, it's a bit of a lackluster ending to the season. Huh? What'd he say?
He just shit himself.
Oh shit!
You actually thought he said something.
He's like, what the fuck?
Bro, I'm locked in. I hope the audio picks that up. It's not going
His
to.
reaction was like, what the fuck?
I hope that audio picks up, but I know it's not going to.
Oh no, bro. If we can hear the door open, we can
Yeah.
hear that fucking shit.
The horse is here.
I'm crying.
I know it was a bit of a lackluster season finale,
And
but
then I
we
shit
wanted
myself.
to explain the changes that are being made and why they're being made, and hope you guys understand and hope you guys enjoy the new format when we start on that in 2024. Again, thank you guys so much for all the support, and thank all of our guests that have given us their time and their stories over the past however many months. Appreciate each and every one of you. Looking forward to starting a new. Tyler's still fucking dying over here. He's done. He's done. He's not gonna be able to do.
I don't have much value. I don't have much value to this show, but that was one hell of a shit.
He's not gonna. I'm done. I'm done.
I'm just so baffled. Kyler
his
literally
blood
thought.
pressure rising.
Kyler was like, "You got something to add, Preston?"
Yeah. Why is
No,
everyone
he
so
said,
fucking
and I'm
stupid?
sorry for such a lackluster.
Jesus Christ.
So well timed.
We're so
Almost
unserious.
as if it was.
Hey, make fun of this set and make
Almost
fun of
as
my
if it were
ass if you
planned.
want. This is our podcast, not your podcast.
Oh.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
We'll see you guys in 2024. And until next time, we are the Screaming Idiots. We'll see you next year.
Peace, love, dove.
Break